Hey friends, Ernie here, and this is the daily market call where we call the market from open to close. It's for the following day. Actually, this call would be for Monday, November 30th. And in previous market calls, I was working with a partner and we were using a statistical model, and my partner would, and that would be Don, he would call the market based on his statistical model. And as of Friday, that changed, and so I'll be doing these calls myself using some technical analysis, but generally I'll be using linear regression, which is also in a way a statistical model, and volume profile. Sometimes I'll point out things on the linear regression patterns like a divergence. I'll take a multi-time frame approach. So we'll start with weekly, then go to daily, then to 4 hours, then 1 hour. And from that, I will determine what I think is the greatest possibility or probability for the market the next day. All right, so again, this is for Monday, November 30th. All right? You all set? Well, before we get started, I want you to hit that like button, subscribe, tap that notification bell, and leave a comment. All right? Let's get started. All right. So here we have the weekly SPY. No, I guess I didn't mention that we'll always be looking at the SPY or the SPX. This is a weekly chart of the SPY with linear regression plot. Actually, this is the linear regression slope, which will basically show you direction, and it's kind of like a vector, direction and strength of that move. Now, what we're seeing here, obviously, from the March drop, the pandemic malaise, is this very strong move up, and we've had some pullbacks, and then we continue up. Now we're breaking new highs. We've consolidated since the summertime right through here to where we are now in late November, and it appears that we've broken out of this consolidation, and we're consolidating again, looking to break higher. The one thing that I notice here is in these last monthly moves, the last 2 months, if you look at the linear regression slope, it is really just moving down while the market is moving up. Well, that's a divergence. And a divergence like that leads me to believe that this market does not have sustainability, and it's probably going to roll over here. I don't believe we're going to break out from here, at least from a weekly point of view. So let's move a little bit further in. We'll go to the daily. So on the daily, we can clearly see the consolidation here since, well, I guess you could say that this was since late summer or mid-August, and we've developed a channel. We've clearly broken out of there and consolidated again. You can see this on the daily chart, but we don't have that same divergence. I look at this pattern here and it looks like a flag, and that looks like we're going to break out some right here. Okay, so on the weekly it looks weak with a negative divergence. On the daily it looks strong. Let's go down to a 4-hour chart. So on the 4-hour chart, we can definitely see this negative divergence again. Here the market is clearly moving up, but the linear regression slope is clearly moving down. That is a massive divergence. And so from a 4-hour point of view, I would say that we're going to go down from here. All right, let's take a look at an hourly view. This will be our last view. Now, from an hourly view, this very last consolidation, this what we would call the breakout from that channel, it kind of looks like a rising wedge, right? If I were to peg it as a shape. But if we take a look at the linear regression, these successive mounds or shapes here, we're edging up, we're tightening up, going up, but we're not really advancing the strength of those moves. So it looks to me like even though we're moving up and on an hourly viewpoint, we do have another bigger negative divergence. What I'm seeing then is on, let's see, we went from the weekly, the daily, the 4-hour, and the hourly. Of those, I only have one where I consider bullish. The rest I would consider bearish. So the call that I'm going to make then for tomorrow is definitely going to be bearish. I believe that the market is going down from open to close. And that's my call. I hope you like this analysis. If you do, again, hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you very much, and we'll see you, tomorrow night, or what will be Monday night for the Tuesday market call. Take care.